Okay, so we got Lulu. She is an enchanter. She is a little bit squishy, though she is ranged, which helps for poke, and she's been designated 2 out of 3 difficulty by League of Legends. So let's just go straight into it. The passive is Pix Fairy Companion. So every time you do a auto attack, Pix will be firing some bolts as well. So we'll see it will hit this dummy, and we got some bolts coming from the Fairy as well. One thing to note is that those bolts can be body blocked by minions, and they can be blocked by other champions. Okay, so Glitter Lance will be doing some poke damage from quite a long range. It can go through minions and go on to hit champions. It'll do most damage onto the first champion, and then about 80% on the following one, as you can see there. This ability does also do a slow, and the angles will change quite a lot. We will get to it a bit later, but if we put Pix on a different character, you can see the angles can change quite a lot, and you can actually hit 2 targets from those 2. If you hit the same target with both bolts, the damage is not doubled. It's just the one bolt that's going to do the damage. Okay, so moving on to our W. W and E get a little bit confusing because you can cast them on teammate or an enemy. So we'll just start with the enemy. So when you cast W, it'll polymorph, which looks like this. It'll change into some cute little animal. This will actually silence and slow the enemy, which is the main point of the thing. You'll see that it's the same range as the E, and when you assign it to an ally, it'll buff their attack speed and movement speed, just for a wee moment there. As we said, the E has the same attack range. On the enemy cast, you're just basically doing damage, as you can see there, and you can attach it to an ally for a shield. One thing to note with their shield is that you can self-cast it just with an alt and then the E, and you can put it on yourself. So that's pretty handy. Okay, so I just moved the dummies around so I can show you the alt. It is quite a large area on the alt. The main purpose of the alt, in my mind, is to save a teammate when they're in a bit of trouble, as it enlarges them, gives them a decent amount of health, and also knocks up enemies around their ally, and then slows them as well. So we'll chuck it on. You'll see that he grows, gets a bit more health. So if he was really low, you get that. And then this AoE, he's going to be slowing these targets if he's moving away. That range is quite good because you can be like this far away and still hit it, which is nice and handy. In terms of unlocking your abilities, I start off with E as soon as you spawn. I'd follow that up with Q for a bit of poke, and then W, and then obviously R as soon as it's available. In terms of maxing, I'd max the E, then the W, and then actually the R, and then the Q. You can obviously change that up if you want to do a bit more poke or whatever. For summoners, I'd go with Flash and Ignite. That's just what I like to do. And with the runes, we go in Airy, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Scorch, Cosmic Insight, Biscuit Delivery, and AP, and Armor. As far as items go, as you can see, what I've started with is Spell Thief's Edge, a couple of health potions, and the Warding Totem or Warding Trinket. Then you're going to move into your first boots, probably some ability power for your first purchases. Then you'd be looking at just building that Ardent Sensor and Moby boots before going into Athene's, Mikael's Crucible, and Redemption. Once you've got your quest done for your Spell Thieves, I'd get the Oracle Lens maybe even a little bit earlier, and obviously supplement that with Control Wards. And that's Lulu.